Hello, Jack and Jills, and welcome to another episode of Kotor. In the last episode, we basically went through all the tutorial stuff, which is always so much fun. We're on the Endar Spire, we could blow up at any moment, and we're going to go ahead and head down to the planet Tarth. So, let's actually experience that. Oh, where's my pointer? There we go. Uh-oh. And that's a botch. There, let's try that again. Alright, this is our last escape pod and our only hope of survival. Let's step away. No, let's actually use it. Ooh! Not a moment too soon. Gotta wake up.
Good to see you up instead of thrashing about in your sleep. You must have been having one hell of a nightmare.
Yeah.
I was wondering if you were ever gonna wake up. I'm Karth, one of the Republic soldiers from the Endar Spire. I was with you on the escape pod. Do you remember?
Yeah, I had a strange dream, like a vision or something.
I'm not surprised. You took a serious blow to the head. You're probably having all kinds of strange dreams. I wouldn't worry too much about it. You've been slipping in and out of consciousness for a couple of days now, so I imagine you're pretty confused about things. Try not to worry. We're safe. At least for the moment. We're in an abandoned apartment on the planet of Taris. You were banged up pretty bad when our escape pod crashed, but luckily I wasn't seriously hurt. I was able to drag you away from our crash site and all the confusion, and I stumbled into this abandoned apartment. By the time the Sith arrived on the scene, we were long gone.
I guess I owe you my life, thanks.
You don't have to thank me. I've never abandoned anyone on a mission, and I'm not about to start now. Besides, I'm gonna need your help. Taris is under Sith control. Their fleet is orbiting the planet, they've declared martial law, and they've imposed a planet-wide quarantine. But I've been in worse spots. I saw on your service records that you understand a remarkable number of alien languages. That's pretty rare in a raw recruit, but it should come in handy while we're stranded on a foreign world. There is no way the Republic will be able to get anyone through the Sith blockade to help us. If we're gonna find Bastila and get off this planet, we can't rely on anybody but ourselves.
Fair enough. Bastila, she's the one from the Endar Spire, right?
Your head did more damage than I thought. Bastila's a Jedi. She was with the strike team that killed Darth Revan, Malak's Sith master. Bastila's the key to the whole Republic war effort. The Sith must have found out that she was on the Endar Spire and set an ambush for us in this system. I believe Bastila was on one of the escape pods that crashed down here in Taris. For the sake of the Republic war effort, we have to try and find her.
Wait, question. I thought the Endar Spire was attacking the Sith, not the other way around. Well, let's see. If Bastila's a Jedi, she could probably look after herself.
Bastila's gonna need our help. Many of Darth Malak's followers have mastered the dark side of the Force, and the Sith have already killed more than their share of Jedi in this war. I doubt anyone's specifically looking for us anymore. We're not that important, but if we're careful,
that's true.
We can move about the planet without attracting notice, a luxury Bastila won't have. She's gonna have half the Sith fleet looking for her. They know how vital she is to the war effort. Bastila's no ordinary Jedi. She has a rare gift the Jedi call battle meditation. Bastila's power can influence entire armies.
Sweet! Well, if she's so great, then how come the Sith managed to blow up the Endar Spire?
Through the Force, Bastila can inspire her allies with confidence and make her enemies lose their will to fight. And often that's all it takes to tip the balance in a battle. But there are limits to what she can do. From what I understand of her ability, It requires great concentration and focus to maintain her battle meditation. The attack on the Endar Spire happened so fast, she probably never even had a chance to use her power. I'm guessing she barely got out alive, and now she's trapped here just as we are. The whole planet is under quarantine. No ships can land or take off. So, if Basila's gonna escape Taris, she's gonna need our help, and we'll probably need hers.
Any idea where we should start looking for Basila?
While you were out, I did some scouting around. There are reports of a couple of escape pods crashing down into the Undercity. It's probably a good place to start. But the Undercity's a dangerous place. We don't want to go there unprepared, and it won't do Basila any good if we go and get ourselves killed.
Well, the sooner we start looking for Basila, the sooner we will find her. Let's go.
Good idea. We can use this abandoned apartment as a base. We can probably get some equipment and supplies here in the upper city. Just remember to keep a low profile. I've heard some grim stories about the Dark Jedi interrogation techniques. They say the Force can do terrible things to a mind. It can wipe away your memories and destroy your very identity. But I figure if we don't do anything stupid, we should be okay. I mean, after all, they're looking for Basila, not a couple of grunts like us. All right, soldier, let's move out.
All right, so our goal is to get into the Undercity to try to find Basila. But before we do that, we need to be equipped. And last episode, we ended up getting a lot of equipment that I just pretty much skimmed over. So we're gonna go ahead and optimize ourselves right now. So I'm gonna put a combat suit. It doesn't affect my dexterity bonus, which is good. So not only will I have this defense bonus and my dex bonus, and I'll also have my scoundrel's luck. So that's a good thing to have. Let's see, what other kind of pistols do we have? Ion blasters, that's good against droids, but we won't be dealing with droids in the relatively short future. So I'm not going to worry about that. Okay, that's literally it. That's okay. Oh, and I like this outfit a lot more. Alright, let's see if Karth has anything else to say. I'd like to know some more about you, Karth.
Me? Well, I've been a star pilot for the Republic for years. Seen more than my share of wars. I fought in the Mandalorian Wars before all this started. But with all that, I've never experienced anything like the slaughter these Sith animals can unleash. Not even the Mandalorians were that senseless. My homeworld was one of the first planets to fall to Malak's fleet. The Sith bombed it into submission, and there wasn't a damn thing our Republic forces could do to stop them.
You're talking like it's your fault, like you somehow failed.
It shouldn't be my fault. I did everything I could. I followed my orders and did my duty. That shouldn't mean I failed them. I didn't.
I'm sorry, Karth. I didn't mean to upset you.
No, I know. Don't worry about it. I must not be making much sense. You probably mean well with your questions. I'm just not accustomed to talking about my past very much. At all, actually. I'm more used to taking action, keeping my mind focused on the business at hand. So let's just do that. If you have more questions, ask them later.
Alright, so Karth doesn't seem like talking too much, but that's okay because we've done a lot of talking. Let's go ahead and head out. So, we have to take him with us. And let's do that.
Right, you alien scum. Everybody
Racist.
get up against the wall. This is a raid.
Yeah, jerk Sith. Why do you keep bothering people? Okay, apparently that's the wrong thing to say to a Sith.
That's how we Sith deal with smart-mouth aliens. Now the rest of you, get up against the wall before I lose my temper again. What's this? Humans hiding out with aliens? They're Republic fugitives! Attack!
That's racist to assume. Maybe. Even though it's 100% accurate. Let's go ahead and bomb. Yeah, he shouldn't have talked backwards. He's not cool enough like us. Because we're PCs, we have the PC glow. Yeah, I really hope they don't come to bother you again. Won't someone come searching for this patrol? That's a good idea. Alright, well, good luck with moving their bodies. I'm gonna loot them before you do. got some decent stuff there. Poor guy. Alright, so Karth does have a skill in security, so we're gonna go ahead and have him just basically open up our doors. Hello there, Dia.
Who are you? What are you doing in here? You can't just come barging into someone's home.
I'm sorry, I was just investigating the area. Yeah, that's it. I'm not here to steal your stuff.
That's no excuse. You can't just go around barging into people's apartments because you're curious. But at least you're more polite than that pig Holden.
Holden? Who's
just
that?
one of Darvik's men who can't keep his hands to himself. But all he got for his trouble was a nasty scar from my vibroblade. Too bad I'm the one still paying the price.
What do you mean?
I don't want to talk about it. I'm in enough trouble already. Besides, I don't know if I can trust you.
You can trust me. Maybe I can help.
Well, I suppose you seem like an all-right sort. When I cut Holden, it made him back off, but it also embarrassed him in front of his friends. Holden's a spiteful little hut slug. He went and put out a bounty on my head for what I did. That's why I'm hiding out here.
Is there anything I can do to help?
I doubt it. Holden is one of Darvik's men. When you work for the local crime lord, the authorities tend to turn a blind eye. I'm afraid this is between me and Holden now.
Maybe I could talk to him for you.
Could try, I guess. He usually hangs out at the cantina in the lower city. It probably won't do any good. Holden's used to getting his own way. That's one of the fringe benefits of being a goon for Darvik. Working for the local crime lord lets you get away with things. Still, I appreciate the offer.
Okay, well, I'll be going now.
Goodbye and good luck. I hope you can talk some sense into Holden.
So Holden's down in the lower city, and that's someplace we'll definitely be going, so glad we talked to her. Alright, I think I'm gonna go ahead and make a cut here, just because there's a lot of looting to do in this area, and it's kind of boring to just watch me loot, so I'll be back in 2 seconds. Oh, apparently I lied. Hi, Lauren. I wish there was an in-between option with this, but I guess I'll tell you my name. Ooh, energy shields. Very high-techy. I know all about energy shields. Yeah, let's see what you have for in stock. Let's see. Alright, so we have our credits right here. Not a ton. Only 112 credits. So there's not really a lot that we can buy. The frack grenades are right there. My favorite kind of grenade. And then here's the energy shield. 154. I wouldn't bother worrying about trying to get the money to buy it right now because we will eventually get these. So, not a big deal. Alright, now I'm gonna make the cut and loot. And we're back. Went around in the circle that is this area, and I went ahead and just looted what we could. Now we're gonna go ahead and head downstairs. Oh, I got added. Diaz. Oh, it's just telling us about how we can effectively quick travel to our base using the menus. Menus are our friend. But for now, I think we're gonna go ahead and check out Keebla's shop. See what she has to say about everything going on.
I haven't seen you in my shop before. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Kebla Yurt. Welcome to the Equipment Emporium. You looking to buy some supplies? My shop's the largest one in all of Upper Taris. Best selection on the planet. Whatever you need, I've got. Well, mostly.
Mostly? What do you mean by that?
The Sith confiscated all my heavy weapons, and they impounded all my ships and swoop bikes. But I've still got a real nice selection, if you're interested.
Before I look, I want to see
anything I can do to help a
potential
potential customer out. What do you want to know?
Let's see, what do you know about this?
I heard a couple of pods crashed down in the Undercity. I bet the crash sites have already been stripped clean by the Sith, though. Unless the swoop gangs or Davik's men got there first.
Let's see. Haven't heard about the swoop gangs yet. What can you tell me about them?
I don't have anything good to say about those swoop gangs. Zooming around on their swoop bikes, terrorizing the lower city like a bunch of animals. Things weren't so bad when the hidden Becks were running the show. But ever since the rise of the Black Vulture gang, the lower city has been nothing short of a war zone. The Sith haven't even bothered trying to maintain order down there. And I heard a rumor that Davik's own people are having problems with the Black Vultures now.
Well, what do you know about Davik?
Oh, Davik's a legitimate businessman, if you get my drift. Smuggling, slaving, extortion. They say he's a member of the Exchange, you know, the big intergalactic criminal organization.
I've heard of the Exchange. Bad organization to cross. But if anyone has blockade-breaking ships, however, it's them.
I have to pay him a protection fee every month, but it's reasonable. And I get most of my inventory through Davik and his suppliers. I'm just smart enough not to ask where it came from, you understand?
Yeah, that's fair. Well, let's see. I need some general information on Taris.
You're one of those off-worlders, aren't you? Come to Taris for a short business trip and end up stuck here because of the Sith quarantine, right? Oh, you can't be too happy. Trapped on an unfamiliar world and all. But Taris isn't so bad, as long as you stay in the upper city. Just try to avoid the Sith. And stay out of the lower city. The swoop gangs are totally out of control. Even Davik's men are having trouble down there.
I think I'll be going now.
Remember to come back to my shop if you ever... Welcome to...
Thought there'd be an option to get back into her supplies, but let's see what she's got for sale.
Just so you know, the prices on the items are final. No bargaining here. This isn't a swap meet, okay? I only deal in top-notch stuff.
Fair enough. Alright, so she's got armors and security spikes. Let's see... She's got frag grenades for a little cheaper than the other guy, Larim. Ooh. I'm gonna buy this, because who doesn't like blowing stuff up? And let's go ahead and... I'm gonna sell. We don't need the our clothes that are worth a 0. We don't need a long sword. We'll keep the prototype vibroblade, sell the short swords. We'll keep the blasters for the moment. And I don't worry about the stimulants too much, personally. Like, when I'm in the middle of a combat, I never really think about it. The farthest that I go to use is grenades. I think for now that's all we'll sell and buy. I think we'll just go ahead, now that we have some more general information on Taris, we'll go ahead and just move on and see what other areas there are to explore here. Take a swing to a medical facility.
I see from your appearance that you are an off-worlder. Still, you're welcome here.
Wow,
I'll not have it said that Self-Foreign refused to help somebody just because they weren't a citizen of Taris. Do you require healing or medical supplies? I can treat almost any injury or ailment right here at the medical facility. Except the rat ghoul disease, of course.
Rat ghoul disease? What's that?
The terrible affliction has plagued Taris for many generations. It is spread by the rat ghouls, horrible monsters that live in the Undercity below Taris's great skyscrapers. Prolonged exposure to the Undercity breeds the disease, and those infected will eventually mutate into rat ghouls themselves, becoming mindless beasts that feed on the flesh of others.
Is there no cure?
There is no antidote for the disease, though I heard the Republic scientists at the military base here on Taris were close to perfecting a cure. Then the Sith arrived. They overran the military base, and now they refuse to allow anyone access to the laboratories inside. The Sith are keeping all the serum for the patrols they send into the Undercity. If I could just get my hands on a sample of that serum, the rat ghoul disease could be wiped from the face of Taris forever. But I don't see how that's going to happen.
Well, maybe I could find a way to help get my hands on it.
I don't see how anyone could get their hands on that serum. The military base is crawling with Sith guards. Breaking in there would be a suicide mission. I suppose the Sith
Fair
patrols
enough.
in the Undercity might have a sample of the serum on them, if they hadn't already used it because of a rat ghoul infection. But I doubt a patrol would just hand the serum over. And nobody is stupid enough to attack one of the Sith patrols, even in the Undercity.
Well, you're probably right. I shouldn't just attack Sith patrols. I'm not a Jedi or anything. Let's see,
I am
ask you
quite
some
busy
questions.
maintaining the facility, but I suppose I could spare a bit of time to answer some questions. What would you like to know?
Well, let's see. Do you know anything about the Republic escape pods?
Republic escape pods? No. Why would you ask me that? I don't know. Those pods crashed in the Undercity. I'm not involved in any way.
Sure. You seem awfully defensive.
I'm not defensive. I just don't like being accused of knowing something about those Republic pods. This is as bad as an interrogation by the Sith.
Oh, it's not. Don't worry, I'm not with them, though.
Well, you don't look like you're with the Sith. I guess I can tell you my secret. Or rather, I can show you.
It's a secret. Shh. People don't
Since
tell
the space
them.
battle overhead, people have been secretly bringing in these Republic soldiers who crash-landed on the planet. I had to take them in. What choice did I have? Their injuries are terrible. Most won't survive. But at least I can make their last days more comfortable. And at least here, they're hidden away from the Sith.
Well, for that you have my thanks. It's good to know that at least some of these men ended up in compassionate hands.
I hate to imagine what the Sith would do if they discovered these soldiers here. But since their initial questioning, the Sith have not returned, so it may be my fears are unfounded.
Don't worry, your secret is safe with me.
Thank you for keeping my secret. I only wish there was more I could do, but medical science has only come so far. I'm afraid there's nothing more anyone can do for these soldiers. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should return to the front in case anyone comes in needing medical attention.
Fair enough. Alright, well, I like him. Zelka. He seems like a really upstanding guy.
Psst, you there. Wait a minute. I need to talk to you about the rat ghoul serum.
You, on the
I've
other
got an
hand,
offer for you might want to hear.
seem pretty scuzzy. I'm gonna go ahead and say I'm not interested.
Don't be an idiot. Just listen to me for 1 minute, and you won't be sorry. Davik Kang wants the cure, and you'd be smart to give it to him.
Oh, I know who Davik is. Well, I think I'd rather give it to Zelka.
Helping people is all well and good, but you have to help yourself first, right? I'm telling you, Davik will pay big credits for the cure. More than Zelka could ever afford.
And then only the rich could afford the cure. Just let the poor suffer, right?
If you find the rat ghoul serum, just take it to Zax in the lower city bounty office. He works for Davik. He'll pay you what that cure is really worth.
Yeah, I'm not too concerned about money. Anyway, Jack and Jills, I'm going to call an episode here. If you like it, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. If not, we'll hopefully be having more action soon. So, for now, have a great, wonderful rest of your day. Bye.